The entire team at Emsolation want to acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people. We want to recognise that we are recording and telling our stories on the stolen land of our country's first storytellers. We wish to pay our respects to all Wurundjeri elders and ancestors, and to extend that respect to any First Nations peoples who listen to Emsolation. We recognise Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples' continued connection to the land and waters of this country, and acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. Always was, always will be.
Emsolation.
And I will not be held responsible for the person I become if Taylor and Travis are just walking around the botanical gardens in Melbourne.
And Michael Lucas.
Thank God an incredibly beautiful blonde woman has finally got some attention on her.
You're in Emsolation.
Hello, everybody. My name is Em Rusciano. I'm a writer, a singer, a stand-up comedian, a maximalist power queen, a neurodivergent magic brain, and a podcaster. And together with my best friend since I was 11, actor award-nominated screenwriter, Mr. Michael Lucas.
Thank you.
I bring you this podcast every week, and well, this is an exciting week. I don't know why I feel so loud. We record it every week on video. This is no different, except that it is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's also, it's isn't it like sort of almost unedited? Like,
Yes.
It's like a direct feed people can finally see. People can see how stuttery I am.
I think it's important that you remind yourself that we can't really
That's
edit.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
People would think that note would apply to me, but actually more often
No,
times
that's right.
we find ourselves chopping Michael.
Yeah. Well, it's also an inability to coherently string sentences together.
It's true. No, that's not true. You're tired though. You've been doing night shoots. How are they going?
Good. No,
Good.
we're good. We're having a lovely time. We're at Mark Downey's character's house at the moment. It's lovely.
There was some shooting happening in Warrandyte where I live the other day. The whole town was blocked off. We were stuck in traffic for 45 minutes.
Right.
And I looked down over the bridge. They had a green screen up across the Yarra, and I saw a combi, and instantly you nearly got an abusive phone call from me because I was stuck in traffic. It's like,
It's not us.
Well, apparently it's a movie.
Could be.
What movie is shooting at the moment?
I don't know. I could find out.
Well, it's a combi, so it's clearly a period piece.
Okay.
And they had a green screen over the Yarra.
Wow,
I wonder what they're
okay.
putting in.
Yeah.
I was so mad. You should have seen me because we had people coming for Elio's birthday and we only had like an hour to get out and in, and I was stuck for 45 minutes. And then I thought, God, if there's a bushfire, we really are screwed. There is one road in and one road out.
That's true.
So when
I'm
I got
pretty sure
home,
they were clear out. They'd let you through if there was a bushfire. I like to think, although sometimes a shot is important.
Oh, we have new sounds on the board. Do you want to hear Do you want to hear it? Just
please.
one.
Bitch, I
Said what I said.
Is that not the greatest?
I love it.
I love it. I'm so glad she won the
I
Triple
can't
J.
wait for the context that you'll finally use it. I almost want to feed you. I want to go, what, Em? And you go,
I said what I said.
I love that song
Me
so
too.
much. Oh,
Good, the hold. I just was saying the hold Doja Cat has on me in general.
I know.
There's something, her lack of fucks
I know. And
really
she
appeals.
surprises you.
all the time. I think she surprises herself.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the Pop Pantheon episode on her?
No.
You should.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really interesting. All right, well, it's kind of been an orgy of content for us because it feels like there's been 57 award ceremonies
There really has.
and we have not been able to address
There
them.
have been full coronations that have happened.
Two. Oh, no, when was Charles coronated?
Oh, that was a while
We
back.
don't care.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Bitch, I said what I said.
And Mary, of course, our Mary,
Is now Queen
And
of
I
Denmark.
have issued a formal warning to Frederick.
You have.
Got my fucking eye on you.
Bitch, I said what I
Wow.
said.
Our first podcast may be 50% that music cue. I'm fine with it.
Me too. But first of all, we should cover off, well, we'll go to the Oscar noms because that's still the award ceremony to have. And they came out early last week. But the only thing anyone could talk about was the fact that Margot Robbie wasn't nominated for Best Actress in Barbie, nor was Greta Gerwig nominated for Best Director. Worth pointing out, though, the film did get
8 nominations, which no one saw coming when we were told there was a Barbie movie. And also, I think worth nominating, both are nominated. Greta for screenwriting and Margot for producing the film.
Yeah.
Having said that, I do think Greta should have been up there for director in particular, and Margot for actress, but
Look, as I watched the backlash unfold of we can't believe Margot wasn't nominated, this is a disgrace. Like, there was more outrage than I've quite frankly seen for some world events that are going on at the moment.
True.
I felt that familiar, uncomfortable feeling of when my opinion swims against the tide.
Yes, me too.
You know that one? And I say it to you often, it's like, I can't say this out loud. It's like when I was on Breakfast Radio a decade ago and I felt really uncomfortable around Australia Day and everyone was obviously celebrating it and we'd go hand out icy cold cans of Cokes and Delta Goodrum CD packs. And I remember feeling, Ben knows, I was so uncomfortable and I would sit there not saying anything. That's how I felt about this whole Barbie situation.
Was there a tipping point for you? There was for me.
We'll get to the tipping point because we had the same one. And people were so outraged. Ryan Gosling's statement was word perfect.
Yeah.
It was pitched. I like to think that him and Eva workshopped it over gin. They sat there. I just like to think
there was some self-effacing humour early on.
Yeah, it was perfect. And look, even America Ferrera released a statement, so everybody was up in arms. But the thing that tipped me was when Hillary Clinton got in on the action. And she tried to start her own hashtag. What was that hashtag?
Hashtag Hillary Barbie. Yeah, former Secretary of State.
After she seemingly drew parallels between her own election loss
Yes.
and the two of them not being nominated.
Yes.
Greta and Margot, while it can something
go.
to win the box office but not
While
take...
it can
Okay.
sting.
Can you do it in Hillary's voice?
Greta and Margot. While it can sting to win... Actually, her voice is like this. While it can sting to win the box office, but not take home the gold, your millions of fans love you. You're both so much more than enough. Hashtag Hillary Barbie. Okay, yeah, look.
Also want to point out 8 nominations.
8 nominations. Both
Yeah.
of them are nominated.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to point out that the film made $1.5 billion.
Yeah.
Many tens of millions.
They
Both
won
of
the
them
Coaches
would have
Award at
taken
the award ceremony the
home.
week before. What was that bullshit award they won?
Oh, the Golden Globes box office achievement.
Great.
Yeah, they've watched that.
Yeah.
They've been honoured. Margot is going to be honoured at our actor award ceremony. She is, what is she?
Trailblazer.
Of course she is.
They didn't make that up. That's a
Thank
real award.
God, finally. I was going to say, no, I love them both. I absolutely love them both.
And, you know, but then...
Thank God an incredibly beautiful blonde woman has finally got some attention on her.
Exactly. And I'm just tired of them missing out on things. I'm just so tired of it. No, look, back to Hillary there. I just want to remind you, it did make me, I just wanted to cast your mind back when she tried to capitalise on another trend. Do you remember when she told people to Pokemon Go to the polls?
Oh.
Nah.
Good for her.
No, of course. My problem is, I don't know. I feel like sometimes there's a bad rap on feminism because people feel like mainstream feminism just...
White.
White privileged women
I'm
are
sorry.
the focus. And, Madam Secretary... I think there are some probably worse things that women are facing in this world than Greta and Margot not being double nominated for an Oscar for their $1.5 billion grossing movie, which I loved. I love them both.
Of course.
Greta, absolutely 3 for 3. Amazing.
Sure.
What a script. I hope she wins. Or do I hope Tony McNamara wins for Poor Things? I think I hope that. Yes, of course I hope that.
I hope Greta.
I think it's bullshit that Barbie's... I think the real thing is that Barbie's in the adapted...
Yeah, no. What
category. That's stupid.
are they? There's no original source material.
No.
There's nothing.
It's a toy.
They wrote it from scratch.
That's right.
Strange. My uncomfortableness came, as you've pointed out there, because 2 white women were snubbed and they're centred and defended, and that same level of passion was not displayed for when America Ferrera was snubbed a couple of weeks ago.
True.
And also...
That wasn't the Oscars, though.
What about that kind of passion and acknowledgement for the women of colour who were nominated?
Well, exactly.
Lily Gladstone, America Ferrera. And also Fantasia Barrino missed out on a nom. She should have been nommed. Colour Purple missed out as well. Greta Lee from Past Lives, not nominated.
Yes.
Where's the outrage for those women? And if your feminism isn't intersectional, I don't fucking want it. And this was my uncomfortableness.
Said what you said.
Bitch, I said what I said.
So just check yourselves. I just feel like, what is our measured, how are we, what was our level of outrage for certain topics, and are they trending towards the white ones?
Already in this podcast, you've sent a powerful message to the King of Denmark and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. I'm sure they're quaking.
They should be.
And also, I can see what happened. Some social media gay, I presume, came up to her and said, what about this? And she was like, oh, I think that is great. I like it. Someone has taken over Joe Biden's social media at the moment.
I posted that.
Be best. Yeah.
At this point, flat out trolling Trump.
That's right.
Let's go to that. We've got American politics to discuss.
Okay.
When I saw Joe Biden's tweet, I'm like, there's a gay. There's an intern.
Thank God.
Thank God. And at first I thought it couldn't be Joe Biden's official account. It fucking was.
It was. I know. I triple checked as well.
Be best.
Yeah.
And then the caption was just be best.
Yeah.
Oh.
Amazing. Which we have to remember was Melania's. That was the sort of the movement that she tried to create about bullying of all things when she was the First Lady.
Truly.
Her husband, the ultimate bully of history.
Truly. She's been conspicuously
She's been very quiet.
absent.
Yeah.
Because he is all but barring one of the 91 charges brought against him being actually brought to fruition. He is going to be the Republican nominee and the president of the United States. I tipped this, 4 years ago? I don't even know how long I said this was going to happen.
You've been saying it for a while.
Yeah.
I'm still not there. I'm obviously there that he's going to be the Republican
He's going to
nominee.
be the nominee, for sure.
But the president's a different matter.
But what I do love, Nikki Haley's just refusing to step aside.
Yeah.
So she's the last remaining hope for the other Republican nominee.
That's right.
She's the last one standing. We lost Rick DeSantis, Ron DeSantis.
Oh, my God, how quickly we forget. Meatball Ron or Ron DeSanctimonious.
Do you know you and him are the same age?
Yeah.
He's 45.
That's right.
He feels so much older than us.
He aggressively dyes his hair. Yeah.
Says the man, you don't.
Bitch, I said what I said.
But I'm not trying to look natural. I think he is. He also puts lifts in his boots. Don't forget that.
Tom Cruise does that.
Oh, but his ones are terrible. I mean, Tom Cruise, I think, gets away with it. But Ron DeSantis, just have a little look when you've got some spare time at the...
Doesn't he put them on the inside like he's wearing a heel?
Yes, it's so bizarre. His feet look deranged.
He's on his tippy toes the whole time.
Is. No wonder. It was probably best that he stopped now.
Poor Meatball wrong. His lower back.
His calves and his
fucked.
lower back.
Ron, how are your calves, mate?
But also the other thing that was incredible about his run was that he came to it with so much momentum, governor of Florida and everything, and then he had to actually get out and start meeting people and doing live interviews, and it really was like his personality was so appalling and his lack of charisma was so awful that everything just collapsed on him.
It's true. He wasn't good with the press and he wasn't good
People.
with constituents.
Just humans. Just wasn't good with humans.
I kind of understand that. I get it.
I don't think that the problem... I don't think that there was any neurodivergence here. I just think he's... Yeah.
Bitch, I said what I said.
Nikki refusing to stand down.
Yeah.
Nikki is his former UN ambassador and he is paying too much attention to Nikki because if he just shut up, he won the first two caucuses. He killed it in Iowa. Like, there's no chance she's going to be the nominee. No sitting nominee of the Republican Party has not become the nominee after winning the first two caucuses, which he's done. He's fine. If he just shuts up. But where the Trump campaign becomes unhinged is when he gives the impromptu late night speeches. Like when he was telling people, go and vote. Even if you die on the way, it's worth it.
Yeah. And also, he was confusing Nikki Haley and Nancy Pelosi as well.
Nancy Pelosi. And, I mean, there's a good 25 years between those two as well. Not that it matters.
Not that it matters.
Yeah, no, that's where the Trump...
Not that it matters, although a moment to just take into account that we are getting one man just over 80 and one man just under 80 as the leaders of the free world. Those are the two options. I'm sorry, there's no one else.
So true. But I just... His team must just be wanting him just to shut up because that's where he loses all the independent voters, the people who aren't quite sure, the middle of the road Republicans.
Yeah. When
he mouths off, that's when everyone's
and also the single most powerful motivator in American politics of the past, like several elections, if you take into account midterms, is like anti-MAGA sentiment. Like no one's really rallying because they love Joe Biden that much. In fact, quite the opposite of the polls suggest. But it's a real motivator for people. And obviously it's a motivator for people that love him. But thus far, ever since 2016, and even in 2016, more people have been motivated against that movement than for it.
And what a powerful platform to have. Well, do you really want Trump or a guy who's nearly dead.
That's true.
I mean, they can just say, is this what you want? They could literally sit a cat in front of a keyboard and be like, it's Trump or the cat. Do you know what I mean? Like, honestly, that would be my campaign. Guys, we know that Joe's 97 and sometimes falls asleep at the platform, but do you really want this guy?
Well, yeah.
And did we ever think that's what a US presidential campaign, do you want Satan or do you want someone who's...
Some would say Biden has a record that, by and large, that he can defend. Does
if
anyone
he's
care?
alive...
He has a sassy gay doing his social media. I vote for that.
I just don't want the nukes with a guy who forgets his name. I just don't think the nuclear code should be with somebody. The poor man, I mean, what is he, 88?
No, he's 81, isn't he?
No, Biden's older than that.
He's 81.
How old? Hey, Siri, how old is Joe Biden? He's 81, you're right, damn it. Still pretty old.
It's very old.
Wouldn't want your mum having the nukes. She's 80.
My mum is 80. That's true.
Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing what your mum would do with the nuclear codes. But anyway, I just think it's when you're coming down to the leader of the free world, lesser of two evils.
I know.
You want a roughie from me? The Rock.
I know. I'm down with this.
I think there is a good chance if all hell breaks loose, Joe is just medically unfit.
Yeah.
Kamala's been trying to rally the Gen Zs. I heard her say, I love Gen Z more times than I heard Lady Gaga say if there were 99 people in a room and only Kamala has been on a Gen Z like rally cry.
Yeah.
She's doing a PR blitz for them. She loves them. Old mate doesn't love them. Jodie Foster doesn't love Gen Z.
Well, I think they're a bit worried that, Gen Z aren't digging Biden.
No.
So therefore, she feels like, hey,
I'm young and groovy. Woohoo! Hashtag Barbie Kamala. Pokemon, go to the polls. I think she's reading the playbook from Hillary on how to get the youth.
Oh, because it worked for her.
Yeah, totally. No, I really feel like if all hell breaks loose, he can't run. They know that Kamala can't beat Trump. What they have to do is not insert the best person, the person who can beat Trump.
That's right.
The Rock can beat Trump. And also all the bogans who are kind of thinking, I'm going to go for Trump because he's Trump and he's tough. Imagine their minds are going to be blown if The Rock rolls in as a fucking, as the candidate.
I mean, every Moana fan.
Mate.
Vote.
No, are you smelling what The Rock's cooking? WWE.
Oh, yeah, I know, of course.
This is how I came across The Rock.
I just showed my innate homosexuality.
Obsessed. Well, a lot of homosexuals are obsessed with wrestling. I mean, why wouldn't you be? Ben, back me up.
Yes, 100%.
Really?
Stone Cold Steve Austin, 317. Oh my God, all the memories are coming back. I fucking loved wrestling. Oh,
I think it's coming to Netflix. You'd be happy to know.
God. I still haven't seen the Zac Efron wrestling film. Have you?
No, I haven't. That was also... Where was Hillary's post for Zac Efron? He had a weird face in that movie. She had nothing for him.
What's happened to Zac's face? Are we allowed to talk about it?
Well, I mean, he was playing the wrestler. I don't know.
Have you seen what?
No,
Have you seen the trans? You know I'm.
I know that Zac he's almost part of your family because your children were so obsessed with High School Musical.
Marcella thought she was genuinely going to marry him.
That's right. He was in Byron Bay for that period of time.
Hi, gay.
Oh. I'm not
you
saying
make a
anything.
comment?
Absolutely
Oh,
not.
my
I pressed the wrong button.
Bitch, I said what I said.
I pressed the wrong button. Zac is Zac, and his face has changed dramatically. I did go in search of why, and he says he had a terrible accident where he broke his jaw and they had to rebuild it.
Oh.
And he must have just said, I'll take the titanium Superman version, thank you. Because his face shape is entirely changed.
Right.
But the story was that he had a jaw incident on the kitchen table on the corner.
Oh.
And it was very bad.
What was he doing? He fell.
Fell.
Oh, hit his jaw.
And then it's like, I'm sure if I ever fell and hit my boob, I would have to get a full double D reconstruction.
I slammed my penis against the bench and we had to go to 10 inches.
Totally. That just tracks for me. The other facelift, oh my God, facelift I'm obsessed with. Where's my Brad Pitt?
I know, because she's already made me look at pictures of this. We spent a good portion of the weekend
We did.
forensically analysing.
Michael came over to my house on Saturday and I said, have you seen Brad's face? And you're like, I couldn't believe that. What are you, making a TV show? How are you not up to date with the clear surgical scars on the corner of his delicious ears?
Right.
So the telltale sign of a facelift is the extra fold here.
Okay.
Okay, around the.
Is that because you hoik it?
All the skin, yeah. It's just a lift and pull, and pull, right? And Brad's face, I saw him and I'm like, is that a photo from 10 years ago? He looks amazing. I'm ironic that he starred in Benjamin Button because he's fucking Benjamin Button in it right now. Like, my God, not a jowl to be seen. The man is 60. I Googled it.
Wow.
And then I Googled Brad Pitt facelift news.
There's a lot to be found.
So much. And then I found a photo and I made you zoom.
Yes.
And it's a good facelift. It's good.
He looked to be, I would estimate he looked like maybe 38.
Easily.
Yeah.
He looks amazing. So I just want to say good facelifts can happen. Zac Efron, talking to you.
I'm sure the facelift
I
community,
said what
thank
I
you.
said.
Back to
Bad ones can certainly happen too. Let's keep that in mind.
So anyway, USA is really stuffed. And honestly, I still don't think, I'm going to say this now, unicorn of death, Biden will not be the Democratic nominee because I don't think his health is going to allow it.
Okay. So you think they'll go to The Rock? You're hoping. What about Gavin Newsom? That's the one that everyone says they're
I said
positioning.
that. I said that. Gavin Newsom, governor of California.
Yeah.
And former husband of my
your
old
favourite,
mate.
Kimberly, whatever her name was. The best is yet to come.
Yes. And I did. We could find the tape. I did say I loved him. I loved him because he looks like a Kennedy.
He does.
He's the right guy to take on Trump. Straight away, you just walk in and go, I'm in my late 40s, early 50s, so I'm going to be here in 20 years. I care about the future. Just say the future a lot.
Whenever I walk to the dice, you're not going to have to worry.
Yeah. I'm not going to need a hip replacement anytime soon. We'll have to take time away. I like him.
Hey, young people can need hip replacements too.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry.
But he has categorically stated over and over and over and over and over again he doesn't
He's not going to do it. But of course they have to because he can't take away from Biden. I just feel like he's sort of like, it's a bit of a netball situation. Here if you need.
Totally. I totally would. I love him. I don't understand why they haven't just gone, dude, you have to do this for your country. Because I genuinely think he could beat Trump.
I don't know. I feel like in the red states, because he was the governor of California and they had much stricter COVID rules, and also California is being perceived as having like a huge amount of homelessness, and there's this whole thing of like the soft Democrat governor.
But he doesn't have 91 federal charges against him.
He doesn't.
It's really working in his favour.
That's rallying people behind Trump, though.
But there are people who hate Trump and hate Biden.
Yeah.
I think that's why I think The Rock is the alternative.
Okay.
What
about Oprah?
Nah.
Okay.
She's too divisive. I genuinely think people don't like her.
Right.
Yeah. And The Rock, I think he's a chance.
Okay.
Imagine if America ends up having the fucking Rock
Versus.
President Rock.
Yeah. What's his actual
Dwayne.
name? Dwayne.
President Dwayne.
Johnson.
POTUS Rock. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
It's so American.
Yeah.
They deserve it. Well, after her first rookie season in the NFL, Taylor Swift has made the Super Bowl.
She personally has.
She has made it. Well done, Taylor. I mean,
Good for her.
so fantastic.
So fantastic. And I feel like we've seen every inch of every reaction that she's given as she's been in those booths.
It's true. And even at the game on the weekend in which the Chiefs clinched the Super Bowl appearance, she was yelling at the cameras to go away.
That's right.
Go away. And I love that because that's what a lot of people at home are apparently thinking, not me. I'm like, show less of the footy concert and more of Tay-Tay.
That's right.
They just need to do split screen.
That's right.
Just have a still, just a wide shot on Taylor.
Yeah.
And just show the game if they want to.
Yeah.
Hey, you can have the option of 2 wide shots of Taylor if you don't care about the game.
Yeah.
But every time Travis gets the ball, just show me that.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Right. Every time he does anything. How did he play?
He played amazingly. Broke a record, can I tell you?
Oh my God, really?
Yep. Travis broke the record for the most postseason receptions in NFL history, 152.
You are kidding me. Oh my God.
Don't know.
NFL must be so thrilled about this. This actually reads like your fan fiction about their relationship.
I know. They beat the Baltimore Ravens 17-10, and Taylor was down there on the field, hugging him, looking amazing. And I just want a side note. I don't think this is a side quest, but I noticed Taylor had her Reputation hair. She had her hair crimped and she was wearing a black outfit,
Right.
which leads me to believe we are imminent of Taylor's version,
okay,
Reputation
okay,
Taylor's
yeah,
version.
all right,
I just
sure.
think she's sending out those Easter eggs.
Are you a person that goes and listens to those or no?
No.
No, okay, right. But no good.
Although-
Good. You just like the detective work that she asks you to do.
Although you do know Reputation's probably my favourite Taylor Swift album.
Oh, of course. It's got that Cynthia Erivo
Yeah,
song.
yeah, I love it.
The Taylor Swift song that she covered, that you covered.
Yeah, did something bad. It's when Taylor's just being bitchy, and I love bitchy Taylor. I love it. I love when she's like, I'm not fucking putting up with this shit. I love it. Was Reputation with the snake?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it. Love all that imagery. It's camp. It's diva. Oh, you can take your folky, floaty, natural Taylor. Sure, there's a place
you like
for her.
a bit of Witches in the Woods.
Oh, I do love Witches in the Woods.
Yeah.
I do. Actually do. Crystals.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's very exciting. So obviously I had to look into her schedule.
Yeah, how's she going to manage this?
She
Because
can.
She's got commitments here.
She can manage it.
Okay.
So by my calculation, she plays Tokyo
Yeah.
on Saturday, Feb 10, which leaves her enough time to make the mad dash to Las Vegas, where the game is being played.
Yep.
She'll private jet it there, obviously. And it's a Sunday night game in Vegas. And then straight after
Hang on. So she's in Tokyo. Oh, yeah, no, she would because Tokyo's ahead.
Yeah. So she'll be flying.
She'll be tired.
She'll be time traveling backwards.
Yeah.
She can do it. She
Yeah.
can do it. She can sleep on the jet. Tay-Tay's jet would have lots
can.
of soft
Okay,
cat
sure.
things in there.
Yeah.
And then she'll be able to watch the game. He's going to win. I'm sorry, but it's preordained.
Yeah.
He's going to win.
Yeah.
And then I'm predicting he's going to come.
Oh, okay, right. No, sorry.
Not yet. Although he is planning a big Valentine's Day. That's all been said, Valentine's Day. And it would be very Americana of them to get engaged on Valentine's
be.
Day. So then she has to book it back here because she has her first concert in Sydney the following weekend.
That's doable.
I think he's going to come to Australia, and I will not be held responsible for the person I become if Taylor and Travis are just walking around fucking the botanical gardens in Melbourne. I'll probably want to go and
You'll be
see.
out there.
I think
You won't
so.
be sleeping.
Not much gets me out of my 5 kilometre radius.
It's America's Prince and Princess.
But it's. I'm just going to say, it feels like Charles and Di are coming. And then
I think
way less problematic.
I actually think it's probably bigger than Charles and Di coming. Actually, they were pretty big when they came in 83 or whenever it was.
I'm terrified. I don't think people are ready for when she arrives, the Fevre that's going to overtake.
Fevre?
That one.
Yep.
Fevre that's going to overtake
I know.
the 14 to 50-year-old populace of female
Quite a lot of people.
AFAB.
Yeah.
I don't, and gays.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's truly understood it. I just don't, even like we were talking about how the MCG's issued a statement saying we're scared, essentially.
Yeah.
We're really worried.
Have they explained what they're doing with the toilet situation?
Oh, it's the same. They're gonna have to take all the men's toilets down, reassign.
They have to reassign.
And get rid of all the beer.
It's a
We need
crisis.
white wine, we need spritzers, we need some Prosecco,
Yeah.
some White Claws or whatever, double blacks. What are Bacardi Breezes? Are they still around?
Oh, I hope so.
If they think
Sub-Zeros.
Subbies. The whole thing needs to be rejigged. I'm afraid.
No, for good reason.
I'm also afraid for the men who work security there. Because when
Yeah.
I'm at the MCG, I always notice there's not many female security guards.
Yeah.
I think they need to change that.
It is scary. People have died at Taylor Swift concerts. Let's keep that in mind.
Actually have.
They have.
And I just want to point out at my own show, and I would say I share a pretty similar audience to Tay-Tay, and my show at the Luna Park establishment in Sydney,
Yeah.
we had 2 ambulances called.
Yeah.
One woman broke her fucking leg.
Totally.
Another woman passed out.
Yeah.
She didn't realise the drinks were doubles.
Yeah.
And this was just at a show of like 2,000 people.
Yeah.
We're talking 100,000.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
I just don't think people are ready.
No.
The hospitals need to
Most
be
of
on
all you.
standby. Fucking and now like the city of Melbourne are releasing statements saying don't go and stand in the car park and try and listen because there's going to be 100,000 people inside the MCG. There's also going to be 100,000 people outside the MCG. People have not. You don't understand. It's going to be a fucking big day out.
Yeah.
There's going to be as
much
many
more people than that.
dude. It's going to be chaos. Chaos. Anyway, so it's all very exciting. And while I was doing my Taylor research, I came across a weird Taylor story that captured my heart,
Yeah.
as the novelty does.
Yeah.
He's getting ready because he knows.
I'm
what's
so
going-
nervous. I'm really nervous now. I'm going to fail this.
No.
No, okay, go.
I came across ultimate Swiftie Bilal Jandia, who's 20, and he set a new world record for identifying the most Taylor Swift songs identified from just their lyrics in 1 minute. I know an expert of
Yeah.
such a level about a pop star. And
Do
I
you,
thought
though? That's the question.
Michael Lucas could be arguably Madonna's greatest fan. Well, you're up there.
I'm up there.
You have a disproportionate amount of knowledge
I do.
compared to the average
Absolutely.
person.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, and I looked it up, there is no Guinness World Record that exists for this.
Oh, okay, so I could just take it.
So
That's
what-
good. You could be witnessing it right now.
Well, this can be our dry run, our trial. We don't want to contact Guinness because you have to apply and pay a fee, and we don't do that if you're rubbish.
Okay.
So we're going to do a dry run now.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay, all right.
So we're going to just
Hold on to your ankles. We're coming in dry.
we're just going to do a dry run to see how many Madonna songs
Okay.
you can identify with just the lyrics in 1 minute.
Oh, God.
Ben, will you start the timer? Ready,
Yeah.
set, go. If we took a holiday.
Holiday.
I made it through the wilderness.
Like a virgin.
I'm talking.
Rescue me.
My name is Dita. I'll be your mistress.
Erotica.
I want to kiss you in Paris.
Justify my love.
I see you on the street and you walk on by.
Open your heart.
Never know how much I love you.
A fever.
Something in the way you love me won't let me be.
Then in the way you love me won't let me be. Borderline.
Time goes by so slowly.
Hung up.
You've got style. That's what all the girls say.
Dress you up.
I'm going to be there.
I'm gonna be there. Fuck, I don't know.
Pass. Life is a mystery.
Like a prayer.
And you can dance.
Into the groove.
Come on, girls.
Express yourself.
If I could melt your heart.
Frozen.
What are you waiting for?
Don't know.
Last night I dreamt of San Pedro.
Lars La Bonita.
What are you looking at?
What are you looking at? Vogue.
I got brothers. I got some sisters too.
Keep it together.
Some boys kiss me.
Um,
Oh my God, you're amazing.
They were all big hits though. Some boys.
He got the
kiss
big
me,
hits.
Some boys.
He got
Material
top
Girl.
50. He got all the top 50. That was insane. That
Oh,
video-
I thought they were easy. I thought most people would get those. What did I fail? What did I not get? Give them to me again. I just needed to think again. What did I not get?
What were the lyrics he didn't get?
Deeper and deeper, I'm going to be there.
Is that the first line of that?
Yeah.
I thought it was I can't help falling.
What are you waiting
And what
for?
are you
Was
waiting for?
Give it to me.
Oh, what are you
Michael.
waiting for?
That was
Okay.
iconic. I mean, fucking
Good for her.
But you need. I reckon if you really want to test me, you go to album tracks.
no. But he just was tested with the top 50 songs.
Really?
But I mean, I think we're going to apply for a Guinness World Record because you got 1, 2.
Finally,
what did he
I've
get,
got a
Ben?
sport.
That is a sport. What did he get?
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, minus 2. You got 18. And I wasn't asking that fast.
Is 1
yeah,
minute? Okay.
that's pretty
Wow.
good.
Okay.
I respect you.
thank you.
I mean, I just want to say this. You're not better than me at most things, but you are much. I couldn't have done that. That's a fucking genuine skill.
Good at everything that doesn't matter.
Thank you, Mum.
Yeah. Wow. What an uplifting way.
Well done. Well, that's it. As we end our show, our first video podcast, thank you for joining us. We're now going to go into the sealed section, which is only going to be available for Emsolation Extra subscribers, where we're going to be discussing J-Lo's new fucktacular. It's the only way to describe it.
Exactly what you say. Her opus.
Her opus.
Her masterpiece.
What is it? Just as I am, ... Is that what it's called? Here it is. This is me now.
Still. Oh, now. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's this is me, ... now, ...
Wow. Okay.
And we're going to discuss that. So if you want to hear us talking about J-Lo's upcoming extravaganza, you're going to have to be a subscriber. Otherwise, we'll catch you next Thursday. Thanks for being here. Bye.
Bye.
To enjoy today's sealed section of Emsolation, upgrade your experience and join the Extra family with our premium service, Emsolation Extra. You get 2 bonus episodes direct to your favourite podcast app every week in an exclusive feed. Currently, that includes Em and Michael playing OK Stop on that new J-Lo trailer for the sealed section, as well as an Ask Me Anything where Em and Michael answer your questions. There's over 70 other episodes awaiting you already, plus you'll also get Instagram close friends access, ticket pre-sales, merch discounts, and heaps more. Help Em keep this independent neurodivergent business alive by supporting us for less than $2 a week on our yearly plan or less than $2.50 a week on our monthly plan. Just sign up at emsolation.supercast.com now. Emsolation is recorded at Down the Hill Studios, hosted by Em Rossiano with Michael Lucas. Executive produced by Benjamin Wasley, produced by Em Rossiano. Edited by Ezekiel Fenn and videos by James Henderson. Socials by Benjamin Wesley, M. Russiano and Marcella Russiano Barrow, with assistance from Jem Evans and Isabella Hines. Follow us on Instagram at Emsolation Podcast, where you'll find a link in our bio so you can sign up for our weekly newsletter, join other Emsolators at the Emsolation Group on Facebook, follow our YouTube and TikTok channels, and so much more. Help us out by sharing Emsolation with your friends, give us a 5-star rating, and make sure you're following us by hitting the follow button on your favourite podcast app. Thanks for listening and or watching this week's episode, and we can't wait to chat with you again soon.